Hello boys and girls, and welcome to my preview and predicted lineup for Wednesday night's Carabao Cup match away at Leicester. And this is going to be a difficult game. It would have been nice if we could have had a relatively easy home tie against one of the lower league teams. But no, we've got to go away to Leicester. Not the easiest of places. Now Leicester will probably make changes as well, and they will probably go with a different lineup to what we normally see in the Premier League, but it will still be a difficult game. And then on top of this, we already know who our potential opponents will be if we get past this. And of course, they also have to win their game before we could potentially play them. But when you look at who they've got, you've got to say that if we get past Leicester, we're going to be playing Liverpool away in the next round. Now I'm looking at this and the competition and everything else, and I want to give it respect first and foremost. I don't want to lose any game of football, but will it be the worst thing to go out of this competition given the current situation that we find ourselves in with COVID, the amount of games we're going to be playing, the Europa League that will soon be starting, the fact that our squad is quite thin at the moment in terms of numbers because of injuries and everything else, then no, I don't think it would be the worst thing. But like I keep saying, I don't want us to lose any game. If we can go all the way and win this competition, then I'll be over the moon. But just weighing up the pros and cons, there's more pros than cons at the moment. The fact that we're possibly going to have to go to Anfield as well just adds another fixture in there. And it's another fixture where you're probably looking at and saying we're going to have to go with quite a strong side. Whereas if we were playing at home and we were playing against one of the lower league teams, you'd be more likely to give those bigger names a rest. And that's what I'm trying to, get to. That there's a lot of players there that we can't afford to risk at the moment. I don't think certain players will be risked, in this game against Leicester. The likes of Aubameyang, for example. No chance would I be risking that. When you've got to think as well, our next game is Liverpool away. The advantage we do have is that the game's not until Monday night. So the players will get 5 days rest, where a lot of teams playing in the Carabao Cup over the course of today and tomorrow and everything else will end up playing Saturday and Sunday. So the turnaround is not that great, and that of course is where you can pick up injuries. So I think in that respect we're quite lucky that we're playing Liverpool when we are. But yeah, we just can't risk certain players. I'm sorry. You imagine Oba gets injured if he plays against Leicester. Absolute catastrophe that would be. But the team lineup's going to be very, very, very interesting. And I'll tell you something. If anyone can guess what that actual starting 11 will be, then my word, you are a genius, because I don't think anybody will be able to guess this starting 11. But I'm going to try, and I'm going to go with my predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, the new goalkeeper, Alex Runnison. And I've seen he's been in training, and I'm presuming he's available to play. The fact that we only really have Leno now means that I wouldn't be risking him. Can you imagine if Leno got injured against Leicester and he was missing from the Liverpool game, and you had to throw the new lad in at the deep end at Anfield? No, absolutely no chance I would play him in this game. If he's not actually available, I would play Matt Macey. Anybody but Leno, because you can't afford to have him, injured in this game. This is not like where we had Emi Martinez behind and you could feel safe. This is a new goalkeeper that's learning and knows nothing about the English game yet. So I will start with the new goalkeeper, Runnison. And if he's not available, then I would actually go with Matt Macey. But that's what I'm going to go with to start with. Now, going to keep with a back three, I think, away from home. This is what we will go with. It's a lot more different than when we play at the Emirates. So I don't think that's going to change for this one. First of all, I'm going to go with William Saliba. I think this is the perfect opportunity to see him, to bed him into the team and to get him up to match speed. And I've got absolutely no problems with this whatsoever. Now, in the middle of that three, I'm going to go with David Luiz. And some might say it's a gamble, but the fact he's been out injured means that I would start him in this game because he needs minutes. And with Liverpool coming on Monday, minutes are what he needs desperately. It's as simple as that. And that's why I'm going to go with David Luiz. Now, on the left of that three, I'm going to go with Gabriel. Anybody but Kolasinac. All right, Kieran Tierney's not going to be risked, and I do hope that he's available for the Liverpool game. After his performance the other day, no, absolutely no chance. I would rather go with Gabriel. Again, he has been involved and been really good in our opening 2 games, but he's new here, and minutes will do him good. So that's why I'm going to go with Gabriel. And I think that back three of Gabriel, David Luiz and Saliba, I'm happy with that, to be quite honest with you. Now, in the wing-back positions, first of all, on the right-hand side, I'm going to go with Cedric. Hasn't been involved. I don't know why he's not been involved. And it's a bit of a weird one why we signed him if he's not going to actually be involved. But for this game, I'll take Hector out and I will play Cedric on the right-hand side. Now, on the left wing-back position, I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. And does exactly what it says on the tin. You know what you get from Ainsley, and it's going to be another good top performance. I'm hoping anyway. And I think it's a pretty straightforward one. And I will have him there. And it's as simple as that. I would probably put him on the right-hand side. But given the fact that I don't want to drop Saka that far back into the wing-back position, and I won't play Kolasinac, it means that I will have Ainsley Maitland-Niles on that left-hand side. Now, in the centre, the two. First of all, I'm going to go with Mohamed Elneny. I think he was brilliant against Fulham. I think it was a little bit hard done by being left out, in the game against West Ham. But for this game, I think that he will give you exactly what you need. That bite and that tenacity and, that drive in there. And I've got no problems with this at all. So I will go with Elneny. Alongside him, I will go with Joe Willock. And an opportunity for him to get some minutes. He's got a lot to learn. But he's definitely part of the first team fold for the foreseeable future. I don't know whether he'll go out on loan. I don't think he will. But I feel that these are the kind of games where he's got an opportunity to learn. And with the likes of Elneny around him, he's got the experience. And Joe Willock can hopefully put a decent performance in. And I will actually have him there in that centre role. Now, the attacking three. First of all, on the right-hand side, Nicola Pepe needs minutes. It's as simple as that. That's all he needs. He came back later than a lot of the players, and that's why he hasn't been involved in the opening 2 games. But this one, no problem in any way, shape or form. Nicola Pepe goes on that right-hand side. On the left of that three, I'm going to go with Saka. And again, I've got no problems with this. I would rather him in the more advanced role than a little bit deeper, which is why I've not put him, in the wing-back positions and whatnot. But in an attacking sense, he can cause a lot of problems. So I'm going to go with Saka. Now, up front, as the main striker in the middle of that three, I'm going to go with Eddie Nketiah. Scored the winning goal against West Ham. He should be full of confidence right now because you've got to think only a couple of weeks ago, he was playing for the England under-21s and scoring a hat-trick. So in terms of goal scoring, he is on form right now. He knows where the goal is. And this will be a big opportunity for him to go out there and show that he can lead that line with the likes of Oba and Lacazette and everyone not going to be involved from the starting lineup. He's got the likes of Saka and Nicola Pepe alongside him. So there's no excuses at all. And for this game, yeah, I would start Eddie Nketiah. So there we go. That is it. That is my preview. That is my predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about that lineup. Do you agree or would you change anything? If you do change anything, then let me know where those changes will be. I think that given the fact we do have Liverpool next in the Premier League, this is the lineup that I would go with. There's certain players that I will protect. Given the fact of that game that comes next, it's an important game to win, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world if we don't progress. So we need to put that into context as well. And what they do say is winning breeds confidence. So if we can win this and it continues that momentum and that good feeling factor, then I'm all for it. So there we go. If you're new around here, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. There will be a player ratings the following day, and we will see what happens. So until then, I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.